Story time, story time, story time. I'm on a piece of property at land and I own with a buddy of mine up in Tennessee. And last year I was up here hunting, doing some scouting. Was way back in a piece of woods we never go in, and seeing like I felt like it was artifact of farm equipment. It was very old. It was really cool, but was no way to get to it. So today I'm gonna attempt, I've got a little road started right here, to walk in there and show you guys what I'm gonna try to fetch out of there. I'm very limited on time. I'm already supposed to be left. I'm by myself, but I'm just to take this project on because I kind of want to save history. So here it goes. I'm gonna flip the phone around. I'll show you all the walk down where I gotta clear it all out into the equipment. Starting in the little, this is an old vague road right here. So it ain't gonna be too bad in here. I'm about to trim some of these limbs, and I brought some equipment. I've got my chainsaw and I got a pole saw. I've got my side-by-side. But what I'm worried about is this piece of equipment is so old, I need to get in here with my tractor, put it on the boom, pick it up. Somebody cut some of these limbs. So I'll walk you guys down here and show you what I'm gonna do. Then you're probably gonna see me change shirts because I'm about to get hot as hell what I'm fixing to do. So I'm gonna have to do some trimming, because it's a 50 horse Kubota, 4-wheel drive, so got a little bikini top on it, not the kind you want your wife in, but I don't want to tear my tractor all to pieces, which I ain't afraid to use it. So I'm about to clean some of this out right here. Let's see. More stuff's got to go. Getting on down toward Flatland Creek, and all I can imagine is years and years and years ago, I got to clean all that up. I could push some of it with a tractor, but if I leave my root rake on there, it's wider. It's gonna be harder to get it in here. So that cuts me back on my pushing. But all I can imagine, this was an old road, farm road. Figure back in the time, all this was tillable ground. There goes a bunch of deer. Imagine that. There's an old game trail. I'm gonna walk in on it. Because here's where it's gonna get interesting. You can see the piece of equipment coming in right in here. I've got to get that sucker through this big stuff right here. And there's no room. So I'm going to have to do some serious sawing, which I'm not afraid to. I want y'all to look at that. Got the pliers. I'm gonna cut them old blocks off. I don't think we're gonna need them, but I'm gonna have to pick that up. Looks like, of course it was mule pulled. And the reason I want this piece of equipment so bad, not only is it a super cool piece of history, but my brother, he has some miniature donkeys, and my wife and I have some in there with him. Miniature heifers, the little Highland heifers, 2 miniature donkeys and some goats. There was a lot of weddings and stuff at his barn. He built a beautiful place out on the Mulberry. Be a hell of an attraction right on the front. Cleaned all up, painted black, hooked them little mini donkeys to it as a picture. Oh yeah. So I'm gonna try to surprise him for Christmas, but here's one issue I've just seen, and this is gonna be a problem. It's been here so long, it has grown into the tree. So I've got to cut that out with a chainsaw without damaging it. This is gonna be a little harder than I thought. If I'm late, Lily's gonna be pissed, but I'm gonna give it a shot, guys. Y'all stay tuned. And it don't matter how well you come prepared. I got everything. Damn chain jerk's loose on the first go round. Tighten it up, stand by. And needless to say, you can just walk by a chainsaw and your ass starts sweating. So I'm already hot, shedding clothes. And I've made it all of 20 yards cleaned out. Got another 7,500 to go. Stand by. It's just me, so I can't lay the phone down, but I'll do the best I can to document what I do. My nose is running, my ass is dragging, but I made it to the piece of equipment. I'm gonna walk out, get my side-by-side, come all the way down and start attempting cutting it out of the tree, clear a little bit of this. I got one place in question up there I think I can sneak through, but if I get through that and I can cut this out, I think I can pick it up, salvage this piece of history, and I think it's gonna be badass. So, sweat All right. blocks are off of it. And you can see how that's grown in, but I think if I can cut a line, just gonna have to be so careful because the tree's leaning this way. Something goes wrong, this big sucker's gonna fall on my damn thing, and Christmas is not gonna happen, and I'm gonna get cold on my stocking. So here we go. I'll try to prop this phone up where y'all can watch. It is now free from the tree. So now I think I can start trying to slide it around. I gotta try to slide the front end over. So thank God it's free from the tree. That's what I was worried about. Ran back to the shop, grabbed some ratchet straps. Got a chain down there, and I'm gonna use this tractor. But I'm probably gonna drop this root rake off here because it's too wide, and just go in with the straight boom and see if I can pick it up, walk back to it. Running on fuel. You can see what I'm up against. I can't clear that tire for that part of the tree. I think I can just cut that one down right there and let it fall, chop it up, and then it'll give me about 10 more inches to swing it in there. So y'all stay tuned, gotta cut some more. And my chain's burnt, I done hit that metal. Tree gone, try again. Couldn't video all this. It fell over here, hung in the tree. I fell over there, it pulled, I wrestled. We won, we did this, I did this, and it failed. Now it's still laying over there, so let's go. You think we're getting close to done, but here's where you can really screw up, I think, by breaking it. So trying to figure out how to get the tractor in here without hurting that seat. When I pick up on it, I need to come forward a little bit more, and I'm just gonna try to use this part of the tractor, lift it up on each end, and just see how balanced it is. That should ought to work. Never. All right, I'm finna try to boom it up, swing it around, start walking it back. But some of the things that cross my mind is like, that buggy couldn't have been left here when that tree was here, because you couldn't have got it in there. So that buggy was left here when this was just pasture land. That was a creek. They farmed this. So why? The horse die? The farmer die? The desire to quit farming die? Why? You just parked your equipment here and said it's over. And since then, all these trees have grown up around it, and you can tell there's some big ones. So let's see if I can get it out of here. I'm always fascinated with history. It's gonna be a great gift for my brother if I make it back with it safe. But it's gonna be a great gift for me knowing that tinkering around in history a little bit, we're back in time. Now my mule's orange, theirs was probably brown. It's took me several attempts to get it away from the tree without messing up the front end right here. So I think I've got it for right now, but I'm learning that the whole bottom disc piece is free floating. So I got to figure out how to chain it all up to walk it without making it cave in. Because every time I pick up, these want to fall in the middle. So I'll readjust my chain. I couldn't show you all that. I'm running late. The Gerald Swindle Big Bass tournament starts tomorrow. Restoration's tonight. I'm not home. Lulu's not going to be happy, but I'm doing my very best to get out of here. So I'm going to film what I can, but I got to rush through some of it. Finally figured out how to hook the chains to get it to pull like straight up. And I'm going to have to micro crawl back to the shop. And I got a lot of weaving and bobbing to do to get out of here. So I'm more nervous about this part than I have been all the rest of it. It's such a cool piece of equipment. I just got to be able to walk it out of here without hitting nothing. And it ain't easy. So far, so good. And broke nothing. And bent nothing. But I got about a mile to go once I get outside these woods. So, we're trying. Closer. I feel like a fool, but it's all I can do. Running on fuel. Get beat like a mule. Boy, look at that shit. Don't put the drip on that thing. Boy, look at that seat. Smack it. You know that be looking good. I'm gonna get my brother to put some wood right here, clear lacquer. Put Roll Tide right here on the back where they had the blocks. They painted that seat John Deere green. So, a couple of coats of pressure washing that ass and some fresh paint. We got ourselves a photography moment.
it's all